Women abandoning their children. Let's get some understanding.
In this very sad video, this woman drops off all of her kids at her mom's to raise her kids because she wants to go and be happy living her best life with her boyfriend. Watch.
Hey, babies. Wait, don't go in the house yet. Why not? Hey, listen. Go on to the, just go sit on the porch. Hey, listen. What do you think you're doing? I'm dropping them off for good. Listen, I met a younger guy. He don't want no kids. And he don't want to, listen, he don't want to deal with them. And so I'm dropping these kids off so me and him can live our life. We want to travel. We want to explore.
This is absolutely sick. I mean, you made the conscious decision to have children, and now that you have to deal with the responsibility that comes along with them, you want to just completely abandon the children. I guess drop them off with grandmom because you met a new younger guy and you want to travel the world. I mean, that's absolutely sick to have this type of mindset. Like I said, these children didn't ask to be here. And for you to do that to these kids, for you to choose a man that probably 6 months from now that you're not even going to be with over your children, it's absolutely diabolical. And you just got to think of it like this. How can a man take any woman seriously that would just up and abandon their children for a strange man that they just met?
For the world, I can't do that with kids. My God. I can't. I cannot believe. It's time for me to be happy, and I just want to be happy and stress-free.
What about the kids?
That's all I want. Then you should ask.
I always heard this saying, and seeing this video kind of makes it, definitely brings some truth to it. It says, a man will sacrifice his happiness for his family, and a woman will sacrifice her family for her happiness.
Me, baby. I shouldn't have asked. You're the grandparent. It's respect, Angel. It's respect. Well, I hope that you respect my decision on moving on with my life with my new man and no kids.
You're abandoning your kids.
I'm not raising your kids. Well, I'm not either. Well, I don't know what to tell you because I'm not doing it. I'm just letting you know right now I'm not doing it. These are your 3 kids. I'm tired of being a single.
But what do you think about this in this woman? Is her happiness more important than the kids?
Well, I mean, clearly she's choosing her happiness over her 3 children that she chose to have. Again, like I said, not 1, not 2, but 3 children. So, I mean, you knew you were probably unhappy when you had the first one, but then you went on and had 2 more children, and now you want to dump the responsibility off on someone else. Absolutely diabolical.
I gotta sit there, get her hair done. Daycare expensive. You barely help with that. You don't help with no bills in this house. We living on Section 8. What are you here for?
What are you?
I don't want to do this alone. You wanted this kid. You sat there on your knees, crying, begging, snotting. Okay, because you said you was gonna be here.
Oh, all right, and I'm here. So why are we
You're
going through
here
this?
arguing with me, but you're not here when it counts. You're not here when it counts. So I don't want her. So you can either go pick her up from your mother's house, or she'll be at the fire station next week, and I'm gonna be in Miami next somewhere.
Oh, in Miami. So that's more important.
Yeah.
That's
I
more
want to live
important.
my life. I don't want no kid.
You know.
You wanted this kid. You said you.
It's really sad to hear women saying, I don't want this kid. Like, I mean, how in a woman's biology, how can you give birth to a child and then turn around and say you don't want the responsibility no more just so you could be in the street, so she could go to Miami? That's why, like I said, I mean, also brothers, you got to be very mindful who you have children with. I mean, just think about all the psychological trauma that this child is going to grow up with because of this.
You was gonna be here. You was gonna be the father, and you was gonna take care of what you need.
And
to
that's
take
what
care
I'm
of.
doing.
No, you're not.
Look, y'all see her? Y'all see this right now?
You probably
Y'all see
be
how
around
she's sounding
your
right now?
daughter 2 hours a week.
Do y'all witness this right here? Oh my God, you
Nobody
sound so
better sit here and
pathetic.
agree with
You
and
sound so
You're an
pathetic.
absent father.
You sound so
You're an
pathetic
absent
right
father.
now. You know what I mean? You doing the thing, the essential things
Oh
that
my God,
a mother's supposed to.
Okay, what is the father supposed to do?
What
Sit
you
there
mean?
and
I go
on the
work.
streets?
The best thing that he can do in the situation is just get full custody of his child and just move on. Like I said, because the child growing up with a mother with a mindset like that, is just going to be absolutely diabolical. Like I said, she's going to probably wind up sabotaging that child and ruining its life even further. Best thing he could do is, like I said, get full custody and get far, far away from her.
Are actually starting to give their children over to their fathers and put themselves on child support, and they're going on about their life. Now, before I get into what I'm going to say, I just want to say I am not judging any woman that has decided to do so. For whatever reason, you made that choice, and that's what you felt was best. But also, I ain't even mad at y'all. I just want to go ahead and say that. As a single mom, I'm not even mad at y'all. Now, do I feel like I could be one of those women to stand in that line and do so? No. However, I'm not even mad at y'all. Because it's one thing to, now I get it, one night stands and situationships, things happen. Okay. But when you're in a relationship with a person and men can just abandon ship, just jump ship mid-pregnancy, or this man changes mid-pregnancy and now this person isn't who you want.
That's another thing I kind of find hard to believe, that you're in a relationship with a person and then magically it's not till you get pregnant that this person switch up. It just never really made any sense to me. I mean, usually, like I said, there's red flags there all the way, and a lot of times we as people ignore those red flags until it's too late. And again, like I said, I don't understand why this woman is talking about she understands why a woman will want to abandon and give away their child. There's no understanding anything like that. That's pure evil. Like I said, especially when you have multiple children. So it's not even like this is okay, you had one. I realize this is kind of a little bit too much, but they have multiple children and essentially you want to give them away in the two instances we've seen so you could run the streets or be with a new man. That's demon work.
You want to be with anymore. And before y'all get started in my comments, imagine those women who are married and they have 3 and 4 and 5 kids and the man just abandoned ship. So before y'all, you need to be married. No, it's a lot of women who are married and they tired too. It's so many things
That's completely not true. Like I said, most of these women are not married. I mean, come on, we gotta have a real conversation here. Baby showers are the new marriages.
that can happen, that do happen during pregnancy, and I ain't even mad at them. I'm not. And then some women get tired of doing it alone. It's hard. Some women get tired of doing it alone. Some women get tired of begging for help. Some women have no village.
Pure selfishness. You should have thought about all these things before you had a child. It's very simple. When you think about these things before you have a child, you already have these things planned out. You have everything. You have a way better understanding. Not having a child, and then realizing it's too much and it's too stressful, and now the child has to suffer because of your selfishness.
Now, granted, I do have people that I do trust that do help me when I'm really in need and when I really have something to do. It's no need for me to go through the line of those people. Y'all know who y'all are, and I love y'all dearly. Some women just simply can't handle it. So I'm not even mad at y'all. I'm not. A lot of women are just sliding those children onto their fathers and putting themselves on child support. And yeah, that's what we have now. Yeah.
Shout out to all the strong women that they had children. Even though it gets hard, they don't give up, and they hold themselves accountable for the decision that they chose.
November, I decided I no longer wanted to be a responsible parent, and I gave up my kids.
Never in the history of us have I ever heard a mother say anything like that.
I was just tired of being responsible.
I swear some people need to take some sort of test in order to be a parent.
I agree. We need some type of standardized test before you can be able to have children. I mean, just imagine you just wake up and say, "Hey, I don't want to be. I'm tired of being a parent. It's just too much responsibility. It's just too stressful. I'm done with it." It's insane.
and caring for them.
Ma'am, who raised you? What happened to you?
I felt like I was too young and I wanted to go out there and experience life. And
It don't work that way. You should have thought about that before you laid down with the guy to make the babies.
I started dating someone else, so it just didn't fit with my new lifestyle.
Common theme. And this is really sick that just because you meet a new man, you want to abandon your children so you can run around the streets with some new dude. Like I said, this dude is never going to respect you. Like, I mean, how could you respect a woman that will up and leave her children for you? There's no way you could respect that.
Doesn't fit with your lifestyle, but that suspect Chanel pen fits? You must have quit.
Now I'm in child support, and to top it off, I'm really pissed off that I took care of them all the way up to November.
Am I the only one whose heart is breaking for these kids?
And I couldn't claim them on my taxes because the other parent had already claimed them.
Aww.
Now she wants sympathy because she couldn't claim the children on the taxes. This is diabolical.
Oh, now let me grab my tiny violin. Sad song. We don't feel sorry for you.
I've seen that lady that gave her kids up to CPS.
You filmed yourself. I watched the live. It was really emotional. Giving your kids away to CPS. 5 of them. What are their ages?
So my twins are 2, Alex is 5, and then my oldest are 10 and 11. And yeah.
And you're how old?
27.
27, 5 children, which means you had your first child at 17?
15.
18? 15?
Well, no, pregnant at 15, had him at 16, I think.
16?
Yeah.
Or did anybody offer to help take the kids off of you and help you?
Honestly, like anybody that I knew personally didn't offer until after I became viral. Half of them actually left me on red before I became viral.
So you had reached out to people to help you with your kids.
CPS was the very, very, very last step. Like I even reached out to the dads. I even had the.
So again, let's get this straight. She had 5 kids, and it took her to 5 kids to realize that she didn't want to do this anymore. That's what I'm not understanding here. How is it that you're having multiple children, 5 children, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it finally hits you one day like, I just can't do this. It's too stressful. It's too much. And you want to get the kids up to CPS. Kids going to probably wind up in foster care. Who knows what type of stuff that's going to go on in foster care. Hopefully they don't get, molested or who knows. This is.
I reached out to the dads 30 minutes prior to walking. Well, not both of them, but just the one. And he didn't want them either. But he's trying to get them now because of the controversy.
How many different dads?
3 altogether, but only 2 of them are living.
I have to ask, I don't know how true this is. I know how the internet can run with things. Are you being investigated for, I guess, the murder of one?
What? So let's recap this. 5 kids, 3 different dads. One of them is no longer living, and she's a possible suspect for his death. Man, them kids don't stand a chance. You get those kids and get those kids in foster care. Like she's clearly mentally unstable, and you need to get those kids far away from her.
I've seen that lady that gave her kids up to CPS. Talking about she can't do it no more. Yeah, alright. But you can do them interviews though. You can do them interviews. I feel like the real reason she gave them kids up is because the baby daddy didn't want her no more. Do she not know that she's scarring these kids for life?
They don't care. As we seen in these clips, they don't care. They want to live their new life. They want to be there in Miami twerking. They want to run the streets with their new man. And damn the kids. Let the kids figure it out. That ain't my problem.
She's creating trauma for these kids for life. But you sitting your fucking chicken neck ass up there doing a fucking interview. And then what kills me is she's smirking a little bit. She's smiling a little bit. Girl, if you want to go out and shake your ass and party, just say that. Just say that. You did not have to give them kids up, and you know you dead motherfucking wrong for that shit. And then I just can't believe people in the comments talking about, oh, she looks drained. She looks like she can't do it. People
in the comments co-signing foolery. Talking about you don't understand her story. She had 5 kids. 5.
Did the best thing for her kids. No, the fuck she didn't. No, the fuck she did not do the right thing for her kids. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what the case was, motherfucker. If it were me and I ain't have no house, no clothes, no shoes, no nothing, my kids gonna be right there with me through the struggle, rain, pain. Do you hear me? But that just shows to me what kind of mothers y'all are in them comments. Y'all don't give a fuck about y'all kids if y'all got some.
They don't. As you hear in the clips, like I said, they're more concerned with running the streets. But I mean, honestly, I think that she's a bit mentally unstable. So it's probably best that those kids get far, far away from her. Again, a situation like this could have all been avoided if you just would have thought about what you were doing before you laid down with a person and probably had unprotected sex. Now we got a 5-month child involved. They're going to have to go into the foster care system, and who knows, like I said, what type of trauma and abuse that they're going to have to go through.
When are things going to go back to where you can work and support your family without fucking stressing out? Seriously, my bills alone are $3,000 a month. I'm a single mom who receives fucking like $300 a month in child support for 2 kids.
Yeah, that's one thing, fellas. We gotta just because you paying a little $200-300 a month, $400 a month for 2 children for child support. Understand that's no money. And that doesn't, totally absolve you from not providing any additional support. I mean, come on. Like I said, 2024, $300 for 2 kids is absolutely nothing. Like I said, I mean, you played a part in bringing these kids into the world as well. So you got to step up to the plate. Again, like I said, $300 for 2 kids, $150 per kid for a month. Come on. It's diabolical.
I can't do this anymore. I work every single day. I get maybe a day off. Sometimes, if I'm lucky, I'll get 2 fucking days off. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of this. And I fucking forgot to pay my daughter's braces. And now I have to bring her in for them to remove them because I can't afford to pay it all off at once. I am so sick of this country. I'm so sick of how expensive everything fucking is. Something needs to happen.
Well, what needs to happen is you got to make better decisions. I mean, things are, inflation is at an all-time high. Things are very expensive, but also, I mean, when you choose to make poor decisions, it definitely doesn't help. Like I said, 2 children. So you had one. I'm sure it was tough then, and then you made the choice to have another child. So, I mean, again, like I said, you got to hold yourself accountable.
Rent is insane. A 2-bedroom is fucking $2,000. I can't go to the grocery store and get a week's worth of fucking groceries without spending $300, $400. Gas alone, almost $4 a gallon. I have to drive all over my town for my job because I clean houses. I'm so sick of it. Something needs to be done. Something. These prices are insane. It's ridiculous. Nobody can fucking survive like this, especially if you're alone, you're single. You can't. Like, do I have to get a fucking roommate and rent out my son's room and move him in my room? Like, this country, it sucks. It sucks. I'm sick of it. And I'm tired. God, and I'm pissed. Fucking venting.
I mean, you should be pissed at yourself. Honestly, that's ultimately that's the only person that you had to blame for the situation is yourself.
My son was 5. I sent him to go live with his dad. I was tired of being a single mother. His dad lived in another state and he would not help me unless he said we were in the same state. So I took Jordan, which is my older son. I took him for the summer to live with his dad. I drove him there, dropped him off, right? And I was free. I was free. I enjoyed my summer. Well, let's fast forward. This is after the suicide attempt. This is just watching my.
It's really sad hearing these women talk about, how they dropped their children off and they felt so free, and it was just this great, great experience. It's just like, I don't understand it. In all these situations, it's multiple children. So it's like you had one and you understood all the struggle, but then you thought it was a good decision to have another one. Then you want to come online and want people to feel bad for these self-inflicted wounds.
My son interact with females, watching him have girlfriends, watching how he acts towards me. And it dawned on me one day that my son is struggling because I abandoned him. Now, saying I abandoned him is a gut punch, right? Because in my mind, I took him to live with his dad, but I abandoned him. He was all that I knew for 5 years, and I took him to basically live with a stranger, and I left. That's what his brain processed it as. So for me, it was important for me to tell him that I'm sorry, and that's it. Parents, we have to start honoring our children's experience. It's not about why we did it, it's about how they processed it.
You are sensitive, just going on and keep scrolling. Now, you still here? All right, let's do it. Ladies, I am no one to judge, and I'm not judging. This is just, my opinion. I just want someone to explain to me the logic in, as a woman, you having a child, and let's just say at the time you can't take care of that child and you need to get on your feet and you send the child away. So, okay, you send the child away to your sister, your mom, the dad, cousin, whoever, to handle some business. But then you get a new relationship. And then in this new relationship, you get pregnant. So it's all good that you're all pregnant and all now. You're happy in a relationship. You got yourself together. But why you don't go back and get that baby? No, for real. Because your maternal instinct did not make you say, hey, before we do this, I need to go back and get my child. My child needs me. My child wants me.
Nope. It's damn the kids. I'm going to live my best life. I'm going to do what's best for me. It's selfish. That's exactly what it is.
My child is not going to grow up calling someone else mommy because I chose to leave them with someone and I did not go back to get them, but I ended up having more children. Huh? And any man okay with this is either one, very selfish, or two, lacks common sense. Number one is self-explanatory, but I'm going to tell you why he lacks common sense. That woman laid down and birthed that baby. I don't care if she was 16, 26, or 36. And she sent that baby away to better herself, right? But how are you bettering yourself if you don't come back and get your baby? You, as a man, should not look for a woman like that. Okay? Free game.
Absolute facts. Like I said, you should run far, far away and as quickly as possible. But let me know what you think in the comments. I know this is going to be a little bit of a controversial topic. Let me know in the comments what you think about women abandoning their children, and in a lot of these cases that we saw, just to live their best life. They were just tired, didn't want to deal with it anymore, or they wanted to enjoy time with the new man that they met. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.